How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good stuff. Good. As opposed to me clowning around up here and anecdotes and stories and the likes, I kind of want this next half an hour to get pretty serious, you know, and I want us to get pretty intricate.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I want the knowledge that gets extracted from this to be really, really valuable for you. Like, I mean, this initially straight away is an honour to be able to be sat beside a man of this stature, of this experience. And I know every time we have a coaching session as a business with Andrew, I come away from it fueled. Not only am I more motivated and enthusiastic, but I've actually got a wide range of tools and practical skills I can go and implement immediately.
To me, sales was like a dirty word. It was equivalent to dropping an F-bomb, which my mother taught me never to do.
Alrighty, grab a pen for me. Let me know when you've got one. Knowledge is not power. Action is power. You've got 4 different speakers here today. You've got myself, my business partner Jack Corbett, you've got Andrew Banks, Mr. Shark Tank himself, and you've got Master Growth Hacker, Mr. Jared Codling.
So we had sales scripts, and so a typical recruiter would ring up and say, hello Mr. Jones, how are you going with filling that job of the advertising manager? And then the response would come, and they'd have a trainer, maybe if they were smart enough to have a trainer. Most of us didn't. They'd get an objection. Oh, well, we don't use recruitment agencies, they're too expensive, or some sort of response, whatever it is. So we had scripts, and we'd take, because remember, we were employing professional people, accountants to recruit accountants, engineers, so we gave them scripts. So the script sounded something like this. G'day, Mr. Jones. We notice you're advertising for an advertising manager. How are you going at filling that vacancy? And they'd give you a response. Well, we've had a lot of response, lots of things. We don't really like using recruiting agencies. We'll let you know if we need anything. Irrespective of what they said, the next line would be, okay, well, if we came up with someone who met all your requirements, would you consider them? And so they sort of go, okay, well, I thought I just told you we had lots of response, but it's hard to say, if we came up with someone who met your requirements, would you consider? So 90% of the time they'd say yes. And there'd be scripts like, we also provide temps, non-permanent people. We have a policy, we don't use temps. And then the next question on our scripts would be, how many temps have you got now? And they'd always say, 6 or 10 or 50. So the point about having a framework around the language is vital. I think it's vital in sales because we're all quick, but we're not quick enough at that moment in time to anticipate the 15 or 20 objections you're bound to get. And if you whiteboard them with your team, you don't need to kind of borrow some sort of awfully scripted, sort of unauthentic script. You develop your own script.
4, we got them up this morning. We had them on the road by 4:15. We will be leaving here this evening, straight back to the airport, off to Melbourne. We do this again in the morning. We'll get back on a flight tomorrow afternoon, go to Brisbane, do it again tomorrow night. And they just seem to love it. You just never moan, you never give me any shit for it, you never ask for a pay rise. And I would just like everybody in this room, wholeheartedly, to thank the ISR team, because this wouldn't be possible without them. With a good round of applause. Thank you.
I'm back at home, living in Mum's garage. 63 cents in my bank account.
Then I built a web agency, 6 figures in under 6 months. But it was fucking hard work. You just can't scale that shit that well.
Alright, what are we doing?
So we just finished up our sold out event in Sydney, so literally packing up as we speak, heading straight to the airport, jumping on the last flight of the day over to Melbourne, get our heads down for about 4 or 5 hours and then straight back up at it this morning to go and impress our Melbourne audience with our show.
Alright, let's do it. Ryan, where are we and what are we doing?
We've just landed in Melbourne. It is 12:30 at night. We're about to head to the Airbnb. We're going to be up for 5 hours and we're going to set up for our next seminar. We've got about 120 people registered for Melbourne. So a little bit of kit and away we go again.
How was Sydney?
Sydney was really good. We had just over, I believe, or just under 100 people arrive. Andrew was phenomenal. Jared Codling, unbelievable, and Sarah Quick, most importantly, absolutely smashed it.
Let's go.
Thank you to Melbourne. The people that did turn out this morning were Jack said, it's super engaged. I think if you're prepared to take time out of your Saturday morning to learn how to sell with integrity and sell honestly, you're here for the right reasons, and that showed with the questions they were asking. So I've really enjoyed the last couple of days, last 48 hours. It's been a bit of a whirlwind.
Just worked with people from the finance sector, accounting, brokerage, property, e-commerce, sports tech, from the music industries, and helped all of those people how to better promote and present their product ethically, making their customers feel comfortable and ultimately generating revenue. So we're just packing up, we're going to head straight back to the airport, straight back into Queensland. The show doesn't stop.
And the others like,
I knew I was going to come here and have an aha moment, and I had a few aha moments. I just need to figure out how to put it all together.
Okay, and what was the aha moment for you?
I recognise what I'm like as a customer, and so also the deficits in our own business, because we are lucky we have people come to us, they already want to buy our product. We can't, we're failing in approaching other people when we want them to have our product.
Awesome.
So there's a gap there that we need to close.
I'm Tony, I'm from Tipsy. We're an online training provider to the hospitality industry. We've been around for about 2 years now. Essentially there's 450 bite-sized videos there to educate and train hospitality professionals and students worldwide.
Awesome. And do you feel that your results have improved because of the training, or
yeah, significantly. So it's been a bit of a 180. I'm not the only one to notice that. My CEO, COO both noticed that as well. And look, the proof is on the board. To be honest with you, it's been 3 months now that I've been with ISR, and since starting out, I've now doubled my sales on a monthly basis, and activity level is just way through the roof.